Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Greg coming to you again from the garden, and another little lesson on life's lessons in the garden. It's been a while since I've produced one of these for you, but I've been getting a lot of comments from people saying, "Hey, where's the lessons from the garden?" And so I figured it was time. It's a good time. It's springtime, and just one of my favorite times of the year. You know, there's a wonderful quote that says from Steve Sutherland that says, "I believe in the process. I believe that winter's tough, but spring's coming. I believe that there's a growing season, and I think that you realize that in life you grow, and you have to in order to be better, right?" And so, you know, that's really kind of the topic of what I wanted to chat about today is, you know, hopefully behind me, it's kind of a bright sunny day today, and hopefully you can see a little bit of the garden behind me, but got the daffodils blooming. I got lavender here in front of me. I've got some pansies over there. Got my beets growing. Got a variety of my raised beds over here to my right. I've got my new archway that I've got set up over there that'll be growing a lot of my veggies and just be planting later on today, as a matter of fact. So, you know, the question becomes, you know, how are you growing? You know, do you believe in the process? Because there is a process to everything, isn't there? If I don't plant the seeds in good soil, and that's an important point that I've learned over the last year of gardening, is the soil that we're growing in is so vitally important. So who do you surround yourself with? What, if you're a seed of greatness, where have you planted yourself in relationship to the opportunity for success? Are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Are you reading the right books? Are you listening to the right audios? You know, and who are your coaches? And I strongly recommend that you find coaches in your life. The second part of that quote is, I believe winter is tough. Well, you know, we've just come through some tough times, haven't we? Or we're kind of hopefully on the tail end of it with the pandemic. And that all occurred over the last year, and we're coming out of winter now and coming into, you know, our natural cycle of spring. And so, you know, now's the time for reinventing ourselves. And this is the thing that I've really been talking a lot about over the last really couple of decades, because I realized in my own life that I needed to reinvent myself on a continual basis, almost daily. I have to look at it and say, how can I be just a little bit better than my yesterday's best? And that yesterday's best was just the foundation and the floor for me to become even better. But it's got to be intentional. You know, John Maxwell wrote a wonderful book a number of years ago called Intentional Living. And boy, that book made a huge impact on me, because, you know, I realized that I intended to do a lot of different things, but I wasn't intentionally doing them. And that was really important. And so that book made a huge impact. So if you're looking for a book to read, you know, there's two books I'd recommend. One is Intentional Living, and his current one by John Maxwell is Change Your World. And so the other part of springtime is a growing season. It's a time to be planting, and summer, then the late spring, early summer is when we begin the growing of our fruits and our vegetables and flowers. And so this has to be, you know, we've got to really dig deep and look at ourselves and say, am I really growing? Am I being honest with myself about what I'm really producing or going to produce based on the seeds that I'm planting right now? And so, you know, we have to grow. You know, if we don't have a good root system in solid soil, then we're not going to produce the fruits that we really want. And so we've got to develop this chaotic lifestyle that we have. And it's really time to slow ourselves down, go into that classroom of silence and take some personal inventory. You know, inventory, it means going inside to look at ourselves in order to be able to identify and determine, what are we going to do to move forward? What do I need to change? Who do I need to become? Because you are today exactly where you want to be. We've talked about this before, haven't we? So you are today exactly where you want to be based on the choices and actions that you've taken up to this point. So your knowledge has brought you to where you are. So if you want to go to a higher level and achieve more success and significance, you've got to look at our lives and say, who do I want to become? What do I need to do? What new seeds do I need to plant? What do I need to change in my life? And so, just want to get it out to you that springtime is a glorious time for planting and growing, and I want to really encourage you to do just that. And if I can help you in any way, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I'll put my email down below, and you can contact me at any point. But it's springtime, so let's keep growing. And so until next time on Greg's Lessons from the Garden, just make today a masterpiece and keep planting seeds of greatness.